Okay, so here we go with our topic 8, lessons 1 and 2. We're going to combine those today for one big lesson. You'll see why here in just a moment. And we're continuing the topic and conversations of division. And what I want to talk about now is when we look at division, is looking at the numbers. We know in multiplication that 3 times 8 equals 24. And we know that our 3 is a factor, our 8 is a factor, and 24 is our product. But let's talk about what are these numbers mean in our division equations. Well, the first number we've been talking about, that 24, is your total, and that's actually receives the name of dividend. That is your dividend. You can think of it as it is at the end of the one end of the equation here, and it's what you're dividing up and separating, so that is your dividend. And then we look at the next number, and the next number is the divisor. Divisor is the number you divide by. So 3 here is our divisor. We are dividing by the divisor. And our answer, which would be 8, is called our quotient, Quotient. And the quotient is our answer in a division problem. So again, the first number in our division equation is our dividend. And then what we divide it by is our divisor. And our answer is called the quotient. So now we have 3 names for our division problems. And if we take a look here at the equations itself, you'll see we have 24 divided by 3, and 3 times 8 equals 24. And we talked already in previous lessons that these two problems are related, and that they could be put into the same fact family. We are family. So we have our 24 divided by 3 equals 8. And let's see if we can come up with another division problem that goes in this fact family using the numbers 24, 3, and 8. Well, because I know I'm going to have to start with my larger number for division, I start with my 24. But I've already divided by 3, so now I'm going to divide by 8, and 8 becomes my divisor, and 3 becomes my quotient. And if we take a look here for our multiplication, we had 3 times 8 equals 24. And our other multiplication problem would be, again, getting that total of 24, but this time we start with a factor of 8, then multiply by the factor of 3. And there you have it. Now we have a fact family for 24, 3, and 8. Let's use the numbers 4, 5, and 20 to come up with our own fact family. We know that we will have 2 division problems, and we know we're going to have 2 multiplication problems here. So let's put them in. For our division, which number would we start with? If you said 20, you're right. We are going to, I don't want yellow there, I want black. I know that I want to start with my larger number for both of my division problems. Now, we could divide that by 4 for the first problem. And for the second problem, we should divide it by 5. And if we take a look, 20 divided by 4 is 5. We used all 3 numbers in that equation. And here we used a 20 and 5. So my missing number would be, that's right, 4. Now, if we take a look over here, we've got our multiplication. And now we will get to our answers of 20. We want to equal our greater number. And we could just start with 5 and multiply by 4. And then turn the facts around and do 4 times 5 for equaling 20. And now you have one big happy fact family. But when we take a look at this problem, we have 3 times 3 equals 9. Well, what are my numbers that I'm using to make my fact family here? We take a look and we see a 3, and I see 3 again, but my other number is 9. So we only have 3 and 9 for our fact family. Think about it. If I were to do the other multiplication problem, 3 times 3 equals 9, well, that's the same problem. I wouldn't have to write it a second time. What would be your division problem? Well, we would start with 9 divided by my 3, and I would get 3. I don't have to write 9 divided by 3 equals 3 a second time. It's the same exact problem in the same exact order. My quotients would be the same, my divisors are the same, and my dividends would be the same. My factors are the same, my product would be the same for the multiplication. So for this problem, when you only have 2 different numbers to make a fact family for multiplication and division, you will only have 2 different problems because they are using the same number twice for the factors. And in division, the divisor and the quotient would be the same. What I'd like you to do is answer this question. You can go back and you can review the video, but be prepared to tell me, why do some fact families only have 2 equations? Why do some fact families only have 2 equations? Good luck.